Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Larry, PPI, Professional Photographers Idaho board member, and welcome to Friday Live. Hey, it's March the 4th already, so we're going to go through a bunch of stuff today that we've hit pretty hard on the shows before, and I have light today, so I'm not orange, which is really good because I'm not an orange guy, and I think things are getting a little bit better here. After diving into this stuff. So I'm going to get right to it. We have a couple of announcements to make. The first one is I'd like to share some good news, and that's that Bob Ryder is back at home. So he's back at home with his family. I know he's glad to be there. I know he's got a long ways to go, and we thank all of you for wishing Bob well, and we certainly wish him well. Continue to wish well, because he's got a long road ahead of him, and he knows that, and he's going to make it work. So good for you. Some sad news today. Darby, the horse that was with us at our fall retreat, is unfortunately being put down today, and Kim Minter, another board member, very sorry about this loss. Any type of family pet, dogs, cats, whatever, gets put down. It's a tough day. Kim, I hope your elbow is better also, but we're really sorry about Darby, and hope that this hurt heals quickly. So all part of the family thing. If either one of those two, Bob or Kim, need help, please reach out to me or whoever, and we'll get whatever it is you need taken care of, I hope. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, let's go to convention. Got a convention coming up at the end of this month. Actually, it's the start of next month, but it's coming really, really fast. So we're going to go through a couple of things today. And this first item, I'm kind of baffled why our registration is so low on this. Listen, I know that print competitions aren't for everybody, or image competitions. Let's do it that way because it's digital. I know that they're not for everybody. But for those of you that want to better yourself, they're kind of a necessary tool for you to get better. How many of you guys have done this? You go to a shoot, take a bunch of pictures, you come back, throw in the computer. Now this is a shoot, this isn't something that's paid for. And I don't know, a couple months later, somebody says, geez, I really wish I had a picture of a woman standing in the field. And you're going, oh, man, I got one. This is so cool. I remember that shoot. It's very cool. And you race back to your computer, and the organized person that you are, you pull it up in about 30 seconds, and you get that image on the computer, and it doesn't exactly look like what was in your mind's eye 2 or 3 weeks ago. How many of you have done it? I've done it 1,000 times. And listen, I don't score well on competition. I don't know why. I don't. And last year I think I entered 4 images. I had 2 that did, they're professional quality work, and they would have been green merits, but they're not merit worthy. So what's a merit worthy image? Well, there's 12 elements to the judging, and they look for all 12 of those. And then they kind of get into the weeds on that stuff too. So, you might have a spot on your picture, let's just do that, that you didn't see or whatever. And when you're in the caliber of talent, that spot makes a big difference. So, and it's a competition, okay? So I was the same way. I had 4 images. One I put a lot of time in. The other one I put some time in. And there was 2 others. One I shouldn't even enter, but I did because I was trying new stuff and I wanted to see what they said about it. Wasn't good. And then the other one was one that I thought had a chance, and it scored pretty well, above 70, but it wasn't anything great. So, but the one I thought was going to do really well, 79. So, I dug that image out the other day, and I paid for the recording of the judge to tell me what was wrong with it. And I dug the image out again the other day, and I looked at it, and when I opened it up, without listening to the judge's critique, I'm like, okay, I see a couple of things here I would have fixed had I not been so enthralled with myself, while I was shooting it. And so then I listened to his explanation, and sure enough, the stuff I would have fixed probably would have helped me out a great deal, and may have even pushed me over an 80. So my point is this. I shoot for green mirrors. I shoot for customers. That's what they want. I mean, Bob, headshot artist, that's what he does. He shoots for green mirrors. He doesn't shoot for competition. Although his headshots are competition worthy, they don't have part of the 12 elements, which is like storytelling and all that kind of stuff. So if you're going to do competition, like on a level where you expect to get merits for it and go through and get a degree from it, or put that towards a degree of some sort, you kind of got to pay attention to the 12 merits. So where in the world am I going with this? Okay, we have 3 people that have volunteered their time to look at your pictures before competition starts in or at our convention, or before districts, and it's coming right up. The deadline to enter is March 9th. That's been moved back a couple of days. The actual competition is on the 12th. It's not a competition, it's a critique, my bad. And these 3 people have volunteered their time to do this for you. What's that mean? Well, that means if you want to do some images at PPI or maybe districts or something like that, and you want to score well on them, or better than a 79, that's me, you'll do this image critique, and they'll probably, again, I go back to my image and I look at it now and I go, man, if I did this and this. Well, sure enough, the judge that gave me that critique, and I didn't listen to it, I haven't listened to it since that day, I just put it away, were some of the same things. Why? Because you grow as a photographer, and you know, oh man, I should have done this, or I should have done that. So listen, I'm gonna throw this slide up here. So these 3 people, Tony Harriman, Dwight Okamoto, and Dennis Hammond, have volunteered their time. They're going to give you scores with explanation, anonymous live Q&A on each image, and it's all on Zoom. It's recorded for you to rewatch, and it's $15 an image. That's it, $15. You get all that. We are not going to let you do more than 4 because that's a bargain price. And I'm telling you, once you listen to this stuff, you'll either reject that image for a competition, or you can go out and fix it between now and then. So look at the date. Registration it's been pushed out to the 9th, 3/9. This is an old slide, and I apologize for that. So that's 5 days, guys, before you have to register by midnight. Okay, on that day. So what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to be shooting some stuff. So get your images, get them tightened up, get them like you want them, throw them in Photoshop, manipulate them, do whatever you got to do. It's $15. Here's the kicker. So the 3 people have volunteered their time. That $15 goes right back into PPI to help pay for the convention coming up. And those 3 judges, I can tell you right now, as volunteers, want you to get a high score. So please take advantage of this. This is something we put together that I don't know how many affiliates do, but I know it's worth it. You just need to take advantage of this. There's a very low number of registrants right now, and I don't really, unless everybody's like I am, and a little procrastination has crept into your. I've been busy, man. So I've been, as you know, I have a day job too. My father-in-law, my father-in-law had a stroke. That's life. So my wife, we've been going back and forth to Eastern Idaho and back here and stuff, and he's okay. Gonna have to go to a home, but he's all right. But that's not the point. The point is I've been really busy. But that doesn't mean that I didn't know about this in January, right? We all procrastinate. So get some images, get them in, $15 a piece. You can't beat it. Let's do it. All right, let's talk about another thing for our pre-con class coming up. Listen, I just talked to you about PPA merit, and I just said if you enter an image competition, you have a chance to get a merit if you score above. Now, well, here's another chance for you to get a merit. We have Lindsay Adler coming in on April the 6th. That is one day. It's a pre-con class, pre-convention, get it? And it's one day, 9 to 5, and she's gonna rock your socks off, okay? So we got her in a room that will only hold about 100 people. So that's kind of where we're gonna stop unless we can find some more room. But I can already tell you that that's filling up. So if you want to go to that, and I suggest that you do, go to ppvidaho.com, and under the convention tab, there's all kinds of, you can go to pre-con only, you can go to pre-con and convention. You can go to Lindsay Adler if you're not a member. You can go if you're a member. You can go to both if you're a member. You can go to both if you're a non-member. There's prices for all of that stuff. We just got the prices finalized for food and stuff, so there'll be, for our lifetime members out there will be a pricing on the website. I tried to get on there last night and ended up on the phone and was talking for a long time, so I didn't get that done, and I apologize for that. I think I told Dennis. So Dennis, if you're watching, sorry. But you'll have that today. As a matter of fact, there'll be a lot of stuff going on today. We finally got some speaker bios. We got videos of speaker bios. We have descriptions coming up for the classes that'll be out there today. So this is all getting pulled together. If you've never put together a convention before, it is unbelievably, it's not, I wouldn't say difficult, but it's unbelievable. It's like herding cats, okay? It's unbelievably hard to get people to send you something as simple. You think it's simple, and of course they're busy in their lives. And anyway, it's hard. It's hard to get all this information together in a timely manner, and we're getting it. So it's coming out to you, and if you don't see the speaker bios, I'm gonna put them out there today, and if you don't see them tomorrow, for example, if you don't see all of them, that just means we haven't got one from that speaker yet. So I'm gonna put them on there as we get them, okay? So Lindsay Adler's coming, and she's all about fashion, and this is gonna be your creative talk. It's going to hit a lot of stuff. Again, 9 to 5. There will probably be a VIP session, dinner with her. More information is coming on that, but I want to throw that out there as a teaser. That's extremely limited. So basically, you get to go have a dinner with Lindsay and her assistant, and I don't know what the talk's going to be. I would imagine photography of some sort. Maybe it's going to be about Lindsay's lifestyle, I don't know, or where she lives and how she likes it or whatever. That's just a teaser. We don't have details on that yet, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to come. So what else have we got going on? Well, we have a lot. Our convention speakers. Guys, this is a lineup. This is something that, this is a good lineup right here. And we don't have one on here. And again, it's because of not having contracts tied up, et cetera, et cetera. So our own Phil White will be a speaker also. As you know, Michael Collins is on there. He's one of our own now. He's from California, but we'll claim him. Christy Elias, Kay Eskridge, Lori Nordstrom, Marissa Lavoie, Tom Cheswick, Michael Collins, and Phil White. What else can you possibly want? So we're going to have the normal stuff, right? We're going to have the scored digital image competition. We're going to have a print chair challenge, which is, by the way, symmetry. So let me get this back to me here. Hang on. Trying to run a mouse and stuff all at the same time. Anyway, symmetry is the print chair competition challenge this year. It sounds narrow, but it's pretty broad. So I can't wait to see the challenges for symmetry and see what people do with it. the twists and turns, I would think, in this competition would probably score pretty well in that. Obviously, there's symmetry and lake reflections or mirror reflections or you name it. But I think that the twists and turns, like symmetry within symmetry or asymmetrical, symmetrical, there's a lot to this. If that word symmetry is simple, the results of it, what could be symmetry, are not so simple. So I'm looking forward to it. I think that's going to be great. We have a couple of we're talking about a couple of breakout sessions tonight, and I hope we get those done. Again, all of the stuff that we're adding to this is value add, and you've got the main speakers. You'll have some bios and speaker what they're going to talk about, what their focus is on the website as we get them, and all that stuff will be out there. So if you haven't registered for convention yet, we really hope that you do. Again, if you want to go to Lindsay, you can just go to Lindsay. Non-members, members. That space is limited. If you want to go to a convention, non-members, members, that space is not limited, but because there'll be a much significantly lower number of participants. But that is a tremendous value for the money you're going to pay. Obviously, if you're a member, you pay a lot less than a non-member, and the value is there. We have, how many days? I've got to count them now. Oops, wrong slide, sorry. There we go. We've got 7 people that will teach you just about everything you need to know. I can't wait for some of this stuff. Marissa Lavoie, her social media, I mean, who doesn't need that, right? And for the first time ever that I can even think of, we've got a pet portrait person coming in. So a lot of you are like, well, I don't do pets. Well, I don't do weddings anymore either. But if somebody came out with their I don't know, pit bulls, and they have 2 or 3 of them, and they want a portrait, I'm going to do it, right? But I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, there's a couple of things that photographers really don't like to shoot. I mean, they do, but they're tough, and that's kids and pets, right? Because we all know that most pets have a keyword like go for a walk or a treat or something like that perks their attention right up. And toddlers, you never know. I mean, they could be here and there. That's like shooting a moving target. So I'll be interested in the pet photography because there's no need to not add that. If somebody walks up to you, like I'm going into the extreme family portrait business, and somebody wants their pet in there, I don't know correctly, like right now, how to light an animal like a dog or a cat or something like that. I have no idea. So, hoping to learn. Social media, like I said, we can all use refreshing today. Look what that's doing right now. You got, what was it the other day? What's the new, not new, TikTok. TikTok's now going, I think, to a 15, was it TikTok? Or one of them is going to like a 15-minute video time limit. So, yeah, look out. I think it was TikTok. They've limited it for so long, and now they're saying, nope, 15 minutes is good to go. So I don't know if that's taken place yet or not, but and TikTok is an arena I haven't even gone into. I'm a little bit down on social media. I'm not really on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, but I don't even look at it hardly anymore. So by the way, if any of you try to get a hold of me, you can just email me or you can text me. That's fine. If you try to get a hold of me through Facebook, I may not look at Messenger. I try to look at it twice a day, early in the morning, late at night. And quite frankly, I crack it open, and if my name doesn't show up, I shut it off. So that's about it. It's Facebook, and I'm not amused with them at all. So, all right, what else have we got today at convention? We have on Sunday, we have our awards banquet, banquet/luncheon. And this year, we're going to try and expand our virtual auction. So let me kind of give you an idea of what that virtual auction thing looks like. So we have a website. Event Groove is who we go through, and we're not going to pay the money for the special URL. So it'll just be, I think it'll be ppofidaho.eventgroove.com. I think that's what it is, but I'm not positive on that yet, so don't go out there. Here's what happens. These speakers are great, and they want to support us. And there's a lot of photography educated people in our organization that also want to help us succeed. So what they do is they donate either a class or a % off of a class, or videos, or a class that they've videoed as prizes. We have some vendors that we're going to get prizes from. And what we did last year is we stuck all those onto the auction site. So our event last year was mostly virtual, and there was there were some people in the room, but not as many as normal. But there was a lot of people outside, and we put the auction out on Facebook. We got on our affiliate pages and say, hey, so-and-so is speaking at our convention and they've donated this. If you want to have a shot at this, go out there and bid. So what happened was the people sitting in the room think that they've got kind of an inside track on that. And, I bid $20, I'm going to win that. And well, no, because you're now bidding against a couple of thousand people out there that you don't even know. So it was pretty fun to watch people bid and kibitz about losing out, and some people were glad that they won, and some people weren't so glad that they won or got outbid, let's put it that way. And it was fun. It was actually kind of fun to sit back and watch. I didn't bid very much last year, and I probably will this year because I got a couple of things that I think I need. So we'll have that link out closer to the event. We may open bidding a day or two earlier than the event starts. That's all good, but you'll all know it. So you'll know where to go to. You can go out there and look at all of our goods. There is, I think we shut it off Sunday. Last year we shut it off Sunday around noon. It's going to have to be a bit earlier this year. We've added an extra time onto the front of our convention, but we're trying to give people time to travel home at the end of the convention so they don't have to stay for another night. So probably in that it's Sunday morning at some point in time, but don't worry, we'll have announcements all the way through on when it's ending. And then after it ends, basically we send out a notification to the winners, and we either get a shipping address or we ship it to them electronically and get their stuff sent out to them. So that's all there is to that. As far as virtual goes, we are planning on having this virtual. There are some complications there with the number of volunteers. So let's talk about that next. Guys, we need some help on this, and I know there's a lot of you out there who have already expressed willingness to help, and thank you. And we need more. So if you are willing to help on convention at all, either get a hold of me or Jen Alvey, excuse me, or Sam, and just give them your name, or Kim, or Bob, or myself. If you go to the webpage, all of our email addresses are out there, and just email us and say, hey, I'd like to help out. And again, we've had tremendous help already just trying to put this thing together. It takes a team, and we have a team, so we're looking forward to it. All right, I'm just about done here. I'm sorry about these half-hour recordings, but I really don't want my camera to overheat, and I'm still on OBS, and I don't really, the Canon EOS thing is weird. Not weird, but it doesn't allow you to do as much as OBS does, so I don't know that I'm going to go with that right now as I search for another workaround for these cameras. For those of you that don't know, Canon put a 30-minute time limit on these cameras because of the UK They need to limit the time so you don't actually go out and, I guess, make a movie with these things or something. I don't know what the deal is, but there is a 30 excuse me, there is a 30-minute time limit. So I'm kind of under those constraints right now, and I'm bumping up against that time. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I will be back next Friday, and then I think I'll be back all the way up until let's see, the Friday right before convention. I will be out of town, and there'll be somebody else taking over, doing whatever. Then I will try and get the topics slide up, and I will try and get all that stuff a little more in advance. I normally do that on Friday morning, and a couple of you said, hey, I wish we'd have known earlier. The good news is we record this, and we have it. I hope I turn on the recording. I may not have recorded this one. Great. But anyway, we have those on our YouTube channel for you to go back and watch. So I don't have anything else, guys. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we will see you next week.